What's up, y'all? Check out The Power of Pleasure for Women on Vimeo. And that's my latest on-demand video on Vimeo. The Power of Pleasure. Because you know what? And first, before I go too far into that, let me shout out Cousin T-Talk for inspiring this in the last webinar that he did for me. Because he was talking about how select men, players, and seducers bring pleasure to women. I was like, man, that sounds good. Let me do a video on that. And of course, I'm gonna charge y'all money. Yeah, man, I be giving y'all enough free stuff. Shoot. But check out that video I did, The Power of Pleasure for Women. A link for it is in the description box. And of course, at the end of this video, I'll give you a trailer for it. Because I'm going to tell you what. Women, I don't care what they say. I don't care. They can talk about what you got to be a provider. You got to have all this money. You got to be a protector. You got to be this and that. I don't care what it is. They looking for that pleasure. They looking for that hot beef injection. They looking for that guy who gonna make them smile. They are looking for it. And it's a powerful thing. And towards the end of the video that I did, I tell you how you can benefit from that. You can benefit from that. And I'll break that down. But you gotta understand that. These women, I don't care how big a house they get. I don't care what their education is. I don't care what it is. These women are looking for pleasure. In fact, in my book, A Player's Eyes, I have a whole chapter on that. A drug called pleasure. Yeah, instead of tapping their arms, they be tapping their thighs. In fact, that song I used to do to open up my videos, Pusher Man, that's where I got that from. Because women be looking for it. They looking for it. They looking for it. They want that pleasure. When they looking at guys and they looking at a guy's whole body, not just his face, because I know some bammers out there be like, oh, it's just the face. Man, they looking at the whole thing. Plus the man's personality. How pleasurable it is to them. How pleasurable. And it's very important. And this is talking about the power. This is really breaking it down. See, I'm going to tell you what, one of the major issues out here, a lot of guys don't really understand that. A lot of guys thinking these women should just give. No, it don't work like that. Like I'm fond of saying, fair exchange is no robbery. What are you giving to this woman? What are you giving? How are you making her feel good? And I've talked about that. Women be getting guys who make them feel good. What are you doing for them? And this is understanding why it's powerful. Why? I'm going to talk about that and what you can do with it. Shoot, I even talked briefly about the sexual shadow world. I'll be getting into it. And then even that select and non-select, I'll be getting into all of this. See, once you understand a woman looking for pleasure and what they looking for, you understand a whole lot. Because, like, you get a lot of guys thinking it's all about money and stuff. It's all about money. I'm going to tell you, look, let's just be real. Women can get their own money in their own days. And even when they're looking for money, they'll still have that guy on the side. Like a woman might get a millionaire, but then they'll still have that broke-ass pool boy for pleasure. And in fact, when I be talking about the my bad man, they getting the my bad man just for pleasure. You be understanding a whole lot. You be understanding a whole lot of how women interact with a man, why they interacting with a man. And it's not just something that you can just watch this little bit and think, oh yeah, I understand. No, you need to understand on a deeper level. It's like you can't mess with this. You can't mess with this. You can't misunderstand it. And see, once you understand how women are looking for that pleasure and what they're looking for, and even, I mean, one of the things I'm even talking about is why some women might even reject that, like, drop dead handsome man and go for that man with that dad bod or even that ugly man, you'd be like, oh, okay, it makes sense. It might not make sense to you now. Because, you know, a lot of guys might be thinking, it's like, no, it's all about that pleasure. I talk about that. I talk about that. See, that's the thing. See, if you understand the women looking for the pleasure, you understand a whole lot more. And this is regardless of who the woman is, because they want pleasure. That's just their nature. They want pleasure. Shoot, human beings want pleasure. Human beings want pleasure. So yeah, they definitely want pleasure. And yeah, you got to give something. You got to give something. Don't think you're not giving something, okay? But as I get into it, it's actually a good thing that you're giving something. It's actually a good thing. So anyway, like I said, the video, it's in the trailer for it is following this video. A link for the video is in the description box. And I'll just say this. It's something that you want to really understand, really get into, okay? It's something that you really want to deal with, all right? So anyway, like I said, the link's in the description box. Check it out. Check out the trailer. Check out the video, okay? So anyway, that's all I got for now. Check it out. Peace, y'all. Check out The Power of Pleasure for Women. That's my latest on-demand video. Check that out, because I'm going to tell you what. Women, I don't care what they say they want. They might say, yeah, they want that like protector. They want that provider, all of that stuff. One thing they want more than anything else is pleasure. I don't care whether it's that very extremely beautiful woman or that woman who, well, let's just say she don't look as good. That's the one thing they want. They want that. It's like a drug for them. You know, instead of tapping their arms, they tap their thighs. They want it. They want to feel good. They want the men who can make them feel good. And if you understand that, you understand why they might get with a particular man and why they might ignore another man. You can actually understand why they might ignore that man who seemingly has all that stuff going for him, you know, tall, handsome, muscular, and all of that, have money, and maybe get that ordinary man who don't have as much money, ain't as tall, ain't as handsome, shoot, now isn't as muscular, you know. You can understand that, or why they might get with a certain man, or why they might put up with some stuff. It's all about that thing called pleasure. In my book, A Player's Eyes, I talked about that. I talked about that drug called pleasure. Now, I'm really expanding that. And then you can also understand why some men are in the select category with women, and why some men, many more men, are in the non-select category. The men in the select category are bringing a level of pleasure. I'll be talking about that in this video. So I want you to check this out. Check out the video, take some notes, and you'll be able to understand a whole lot more. Women are looking for that drug called pleasure, all right? They looking for it. You can have some perfect, you can bring pleasure to a woman. And it's deeper than just satisfying her in the bedroom, all right? Oh, excuse me, bedroom. All right, so check out this video, all right? And just get started.